My name's Jock, and I've been in primarily the commercial property market for the last 40 odd years. And about 18 months ago, I decided to start this property buyers ally business, which started off as a acquisition business, buyer agent for people that were seeking accommodation, either by way of owner occupation or investment. And then 6 months ago, I decided to add what I was doing previously, which was predominantly tenant representation in the commercial world, which is finding, negotiating and securing leased accommodation for businesses, whether they be commercial office or industrial business.
Where were you in terms of getting leads and acquiring these clients before you started working with Odin?
Prior to starting this, I was trying to do it all on my own by posting and creating generic posts and blogs and that sort of thing. And I was getting very little, making very little ground with it, with any of the platforms. And so I decided that I had to get into this technology thing, and basically I needed some experts. So I looked around and found you guys, Odin, and then after speaking with Kai for a couple of weeks, he finally twisted my arm, and I decided to come on board and give it a crack. So that's how it happened, simply.
And can you recall if there was anything in particular that Kyle was able to tell you to convince you to work with us, or what was it that actually twisted your arm that convinced you?
I think what convinced me was the fact that you guys were going to introduce me to creating a landing page from the ad that we put forward, which I felt when I saw an example of one was quite a good idea, and I'm very happy with where that ended up, and the use that it's been able to generate for us. The other things that I wanted someone to actually do and prove to me was that advertising on social media could actually achieve a result. So the way that you, Logan, primarily prepared and made our static ads initially, and then we transferred to Reels, and the placement of those ads succeeded in our goals. And over a period of about 5 or 6 weeks, we had some 35 to 40 leads generated from the campaign, which I was very happy to see and surprised. And I thought, for the type of business that I'm doing, then that was quite a good result in terms of the numbers, and the people that I've been able to consequently speak with.
So, what was it that made you any nervous or skeptical about working with us? Was it more your misunderstanding of digital marketing, or was there anything that you were nervous about before signing on with us?
No, I think my initial contact with Kai gave me the confidence to move with you guys. And then once you stepped in, Logan, and took over the actual work of it, and the work that was required, then it's all worked out pretty well.
Was there anything you recall that he said exactly? Was it more the landing page is what convinced you to work with us?
No, it was the service, the overall service, because we were doing SEO, we were doing the landing page, we were creating the static ads, and also the reels, which was great. And it was the reels, I think, that really made the difference in the number of inquiries that we landed.
Yeah.
So I was it was the overall service and offering that enticed me in, and I knew that my SEO wasn't up to par, and you guys being able to concentrate on getting that right has been tremendous for me. And I think Jake got a bit involved in all of that as well, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
Yeah, so we were doing the SEO like website refresh for you, and then the meta ads,
Yes.
and yeah, altogether it's been quite good help you obviously moving forward. SEO
Yes.
will want to see the impact of that over the next couple of months, I'm sure, and of course the meta ads with that instant impact of getting the leads. So it was about 30 to 40 odd leads, and out of them, roughly like how many can you recall actually resulted in like conversations?
Well, I'm currently having conversations with about, I think it's 17 at the moment.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's a good result. And I actually won one new client yesterday.
yeah,
So it's starting to work,
yeah,
I believe.
and and now
But
you're gonna
that I needed to refresh my business because of
yeah.
the joining together of the tenant representation and the acquisition of residential property. So
Yeah,
you guys were very helpful in making all that happen over a relatively short time, I suppose, a couple of months.
yeah, yeah,
So it all worked out
and
well.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And now you're just taking some time over Christmas break just to be able to nurture those leads and see how many of them can actually result in some property acquisition, right?
That's exactly it. That's what the goal is until we get to February, and then we reassess and go again, probably.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. And yeah, do you have any feedback for us in general, like over the last couple months? I know you sound everything's been incredibly positive, but yeah, just on like a on a different note, is there anything that any feedback you can give us on maybe areas that you really enjoyed? I know you talked about the service, our attentiveness to you as a client. Is there anything else that maybe we could improve on that you can recall?
Um, well, it would have been nice, I suppose, if we could have done it a little bit quicker at times, but that's probably the only thing. But that was a case of everyone being available at the time to be able to, tick all the boxes that needed to be ticked as quickly as I would have liked.
Yeah,
So, but at the end of the day, we got there with some time to spare, so it was all good.
yeah, yeah. That's good. That's fair. And yeah, you don't have to hold back the we can always cut this bit out of the testimonial if it's already bad. But yeah, other than like yeah, obviously the time and pressure is obviously something we're always managing, getting things done to the high standard. Yeah, is there anything else that we could improve on yeah going forward? Or you're really happy with everything overall?
No, I think now that we've got everything done, it's a matter
Yeah,
of just continuing to review the Meta platform marketing that we're undertaking, and
yeah,
ensure that the SEO is constantly working correctly, and improving that where we can, and maybe doing a little bit of marketing with Google on that. Um, it would be we may also potentially look at getting involved with LinkedIn, which would help with my tenant representation side as well. Um, but anyway, that's something that we can discuss in February next year.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Awesome. That's pretty much all I had for this testimonial and the chat. Yeah, is there any other like kind of final departing words that you'd like to share? Maybe something that you could say to a client who's or a prospect, let's say, that's thinking about signing up with Odin. They're on the fence. They're not quite sure. What would you tell them to encourage them to work with us?
To give you a call.
Yeah, yeah. Let's say they've had a call with us. Kai's
Well,
with them with his words and on the fence.
I've recommended you guys to or Odin to about half a dozen people at this particular point in time through a very good friend of mine who's sort of involved on the periphery, and he and I will be sort of telling them now that the year is drawing to an end, that they should start thinking about speaking with Odin so that they can prepare for their marketing, which needs to improvement
Yeah,
over the next couple of months. So I
Yeah.
think word of mouth is probably a very good conduit to win some more business.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we always recommend those. We always appreciate those recommendations for sure. Um, yeah. So if one of your friends that you recommended, they say they had a chat with Kai, they're interested but they're not quite sure. What would you tell them to encourage them to go over the line and commit to work with us?
Um, I would suggest that by talking with Kai in the first instance, he's probably very well versed in being able to understand their issues and know how to uh, set them up
Yeah,
with Odin to achieve the results that are required.
solve those
So,
problems.
yeah. So that would be the direction that I would suggest to them.
Yeah, yeah, jump on a call, have a conversation, and yeah, the us, Jake, Mateo, Kai, we've all got pretty good business understanding of all sorts of businesses and different niches. So yeah, our goal really is to understand the problems that you're facing, whether it is attaining new clients or getting more traffic to your website, with SEO, and then giving you the appropriate digital marketing services to achieve that solution. So yeah, that's good advice. Yeah, I appreciate that.